to you and yours, and welcome to yet another episode of Fut-Afrique. This is the only show that allows you to discover the African continent through its football. Lina Lakakitumeleng Khosigadi Yakabanda, and I get to be your captain for today as we drive all the conversations around the beautiful game on the African continent. Mifela, I do believe that teamwork does make the dream work. So I'm not alone. I am with a man who surely believes that his poetry could top that of Peter Jury. He represents the team that has eagles that surely don't fly, but because of him, he's the only one that soars. Ladies and gentlemen, Adelane Ogrinade.
What an intro. What an intro. Don't worry, we'll talk about that eagles part.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You guys should be ostriches, actually. How are you?
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien?
Yes, so I'm getting ready for what's happening in Paris. You know what's happening in Paris?
Yeah.
The Olympics is about to go down.
Yep. Ooh. Olympics are 6 days away, and we get to unpack those conversations with you as well. As we know that Africa has representatives over there when it comes to football, but not just that, right? Also when it comes to athletics, when it comes to gymnastics, so many other sporting codes will have people wearing that badge and that flag across their hearts as they fight for gold. But Jacomasa Trivia, let's ask you that question this week, as you know that I'm solely invested in wanting to know how much you know about the African continent. The question that I have for you this week is about Stanley Tshabalala, and he was the first coach of Bafana Bafana post-readmission in the year 1992. And so I want to know from you, who was the first team that South Africa played up against then? And what was the scoreline of that match? As fast as fingers first, Jessica Bukambu-Sonkoma at the end of the show will get you out of your misery as she will unveil the answer to us. So send through your answers, use the hashtag, the only one that matters, hashtag Fut-Afrique. Now, I did mention the name Stanley Tshabalala. I mean, those who know him well will say Stan, a man who surely was a custodian of the game, unfortunately is no more. He's left a wound within the hearts of South African football, and not just us. I truly believe that the African football fraternity and heart at large rather, and this is a wound that will last a lifetime.
Certainly, Orlando East Soweto definitely is not going to be the same again without his presence, and this is a man that has done so much for South African football. We know what he's done for Mamelodi Sundowns, Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs, one of the founding members of Kaizer Chiefs, also being on the board of Orlando Pirates at the time of his death. And he brought that shoe shine and piano style.
Shoe shine and piano. You can also call him a creative because he created the shoe shine and piano, invented piano before Amapiano was really a thing.
Man.
What is shoe shine and piano?
Yes, it's that rhythmic style of play we see in Mamelodi Sundowns today. You know, that samba style that is similar to the Brazilian.
Yeah.
Yes, he brought that beautiful style to Mamelodi Sundowns, and also just the ideology that you must starve the opponent of possession. If they can't have the ball, they can't hurt us, right? So he's brought that beautiful rhythm and style to South African football, and it's even nice to see it in the national team at times.
Really, national team? You're going too far. You're going too far.
Adelante. Beautiful football.
Adelante.
You don't see it?
No.
Man.
Well, shoe shine and piano, if you're going to ask me for an ambassador, I'd certainly give it to Mshishi Temba Zwane, because I believe that when Mamelodi Sundowns is at top of their game, he surely is someone who plays with flair, and he is great when it comes to possession. So rest in peace, Stan. Thank you so much for all that you did. We will remember you not just in this generation, but for years and years to come. Talking about one man who did great at Mamelodi Sundowns to the next, Rhulani Mokwena has officially announced that he's the new head coach of the Red Castle, that being Wydads Casablanca. He's out in Morocco, and he joins the likes of Fadlu Davis, Morena Ramurebudi, Pizzo Musimani, and now he's going to show the world as to what South African can do when it comes to producing coaches. Love it for him.
Rhulani Mokwena, unbelievable. This man managed to capture our imagination. You know, The modern style of play that Mamelodi Sundowns had last season, so many people don't see how we brought the inverted full-backs, the sophisticated counter-pressing, the multiplying, the passing lines to Mamelodi Sundowns, and it's going to take that to Wydad Casablanca. Now, Wydad have a lot of work to do. We know that they finished 30 points behind their rivals, Raja. We know that they've been knocked out of multiple competitions, and we also know all the controversy that has been around their presidency. They used to have Said Nasiri. They have a new president now, I believe. So I want to see how all those things are going to affect Rhulani Mokwena. Would he be able to work under those circumstances? And will the fans have the patience to let him implement his beautiful playing style?
Well, I think one thing that is interesting, and I wanted to take you back to when the announcement was made. Did you see the picture of all the press that was there, all the mics that were there? I've never seen a press conference so full. Did you see that?
Yes, I
To you, what does that signify? What does that say about his arrival in Morocco?
Listen, it says that he's definitely well received. You know, he was saying in his press conference that as soon as Wydad found out what happened with Sundowns, that his agent got on the phone immediately with Wydad and they had him coming. So it means Wydad respects him a lot. And I was worried that Wydad really, they don't have so many coaches they keep for a long time. We would have to go back to John Tuchak in 2014, 2016. He stayed for 2 years and 2 months. That's been the longest they've kept the coach. So I'm thinking Rhulani Mokwena hopefully will stay long and he will do so well with Wydad.
Well, he certainly will. Many believe that this is also the start of a new dawn because there's a new president, there's a new coach, and hopefully we're going to see a new Wydad Casablanca, a team that goes back to dominating when it comes to football in Morocco.